Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to just because kind of layout. I've wanted to do this page for a little while. It's been sat on the desk for a little while. I thought let's try and film it. Why not? So I'm using Vicki Print Shop, which is one of my favourite collections, I have to say. And I thought it was fitting to do it today because today is day one of Vicki's print shop weekend, which is really exciting. So every collection that Vicki releases, she does like a weekend event where you create an album, some layouts, and she does loads of extras, so cards and tags and prep and giveaways and all sorts. It's always a really fun weekend. I've done 4 or 5 of them now, and I'm doing the print shop one as well. I just thought I'd show you, just so you can see. I get my kit from Vicki direct. So she doesn't ship to the UK, for those of you in the UK as such, but for her weekend kit she can definitely do that. We did it for the first one and we did it with Evergreen and Holly and Print Shop, and we're looking into doing it going forward. The kits always offer really good value, because if you were to source it yourself directly, you need to take into account the price of all the products, and it's not cheap anymore. Like £7-8 for a pack of thickers isn't cheap, and generally the classes are about 180 Canadian dollars, and it includes like your album, all your class materials. Sometimes there is an exclusive, so if you were to source it yourself you wouldn't get hold of that exclusive. It's got all of the paper you need, it's got cardstock, it's got loose sheets, it's got paper pad, it's got embellishments, it's literally got everything in it. So this is the print shop class kit that Vicki sent over, and there's quite a few of us in the UK that got them from Vicki, and I know her next collection is being released soon, so hopefully we can sort that before that's released, and then it's a bit easier for you to order from her. I just love her weekends. They're intense. Like the album class generally is 8, 9, 10 hours, and Vicki stays until the album is finished. So it's a really fun way of doing it. It's hard work, but for me, it makes sure that I actually finish the album. Like Sweet Rush, I finished that album. The Fernwood class, I still haven't done. I had the kit and I've got the access and everything, but I've not actually sat down and done it. I noticed Vicki has a load of Fernwood stuff in the shop still as well, which is good because it is one of my favourite collections. But the Sweet Rush album and the Evergreen and Holly album I have done, and you can just it just feels good, doesn't it? It's like you've got something for your money. You can see the finished product. And of course, it's a lot easier with the weekend classes now because Vicki does her own albums. So of course, for Evergreen and Holly, we use that album. For Print Shop, we're using this album. And they are gigantic spines. So you do get the album with the class kit as well. And it's huge. Like, this is all included in the kit. So you get all of the thickers. You get the stickers. What else have we got? The paper clips. You get one of the stencils and one of the stamps. You get half a 6x8 paper pack, a sticker book, an ephemera pack, another ephemera pack, some puffy stickers, and then you also get, excuse me, I'm sorry. You also get all of the cardstock that you need, and I always love the colour choices of cardstock. You get white cardstock, you get half a 12x12 paper pad, you get the speciality paper, and then look at all this. You get all that open stock paper as well. So the kit is ginormous. And I know people have in the past priced it so like they say, oh goodness, 200 Canadian is like extortionate. And yeah, in today's cost of living crisis, it isn't cheap. But if you just spend a couple of minutes and go through what you actually get in the kit, it's actually really good value. You're not going to get it much cheaper elsewhere. Plus, obviously you're supporting Vicki, but you're also getting Vicki, because if you were to source everything yourself elsewhere and then do access only. Access only is 40 Canadian. So you've got to pay that on top of sourcing all your products. So by the time you've done that, and then you've got to worry about sourcing the correct cardstock colours, and have you got all the products, have you got all the papers, have you got this, have you got that? I'm just a fan of the kits, and I will always shout out about them because they are amazing value. And Vicki puts so much work in. It's like nearly 20 hours of Vicki time, which is crazy. So for today, I am using print shops. I do have some of the collection as well anyway. And I have gone crazy on the ephemera packs. And we're basically going to use everything that you see here. I have done some prep because I have. When I say prep, I mean I've placed everything there and had a play around. I haven't stuck anything down. And we are going to start by matting our photos. This paper is amazing. So what should we do? I think we'll use that one. And we'll use that one. And we'll use that one. So we're just using a variety of papers. I've actually used a lot of this 6x8 paper pad already. And a lot of this collection. Which is good. You know, use it, don't stash it, especially with the new collection that's coming out, which is a travel themed collection. And if you go to the Vicki Beauty Facebook group, there's a sneak peek, and I already need it just from that sneak peek. It's as simple as that. It's a stunning looking collection, and it's travel, and it's Vicki. Okay, so I need a couple of lighter papers. Let's see. What I'll do is we shall mat on white and then mat on a colour. So these photos were taken in Florida. It's when we were in, I think it was Universal City Walk, is it? And we were just having a walk because we didn't actually do Universal Park in Florida because we were all about Disney. And we'd had done Universal in LA the year before. So we just went for an afternoon and evening at City Walk, absolutely loved it. And we'd stopped for a Menchie's yogurt, which is incredible. I really loved it. So it's just those. So I'm using 5 photos on this layout. And that is the beauty of Print Shop, because it's not a themed collection by any means. You can literally use it for anything at all. Like, I've used it for Christmas, I've used it for pets, I've used it for days in the woods, I've used it for scrapbooking memories, literally so much, so much, which I think is testament to Vicki and how well she's done the collection. So I'm just going to trim these photos. These ones are 4x4. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off just so I can use the 6x4 mats that I've already got there, which I bought as a pack of cardstock. You can buy it like Amazon, the works, and it's sized to 6x4, and I found that it's just really good for matting photos. It's not expensive cardstock, it's not decent cardstock, but it's matting a photo. So especially if I'm double matting or more and I just need a white first layer, I'll use these, and it's quicker, and you can't tell. Nobody's going to study the quality of a white border, are they? Let's face it. So I'm just matting those. So I shall go and get those matted. As you can see, it's basically all about the florals, and I've added in some other shapes as well. So I'm going to layer up. It's all about the layering and the clustering on this. It's a double page layout, and I will be right back. Okay, so that is the photos matted. I'm going to go for the 3 of our actual dessert on one side and 1 each of the Caton on the other. And it's just a case of, I'm just going to load everything onto here basically. I'm not thinking about it too much. I want lots of layers and clusters and dimension. So we're sort of just gonna go quite random. I have some of these from the ephemera pack. They're like potted plants. I'm never going to use them like such. So I'm actually going to use them and then hide part of it, which I think is a great way of still using elements that you might not ordinarily use. Repurposing them, shall we say. So now that I've put that there, you can't actually tell that that is in a pot, so to speak. So the base of this layout is definitely these, which I have die cut out of one of the papers. And it's these sort of mosaic circles, and I love them. Big fan of them. So I'm going to put those there. So that's where the base of our layout is. I also have some of the papyri pack, so the washi stickers. I don't think we've got, well, we might have a couple of bits of the papers, but mostly it's the washi stickers. That was something else that you actually got in the Vicki kit as well that wasn't in my pack. Not sure why I took it out, but I do have it. And we've got leaves and flowers are definitely the main focus, which I love. The flowers, floral ephemera pack, can't speak. The floral ephemera pack is something a little bit different for Vicki, and I love it. So I do hope that that is here to stay in future collections. So I'm just, as I say, layering it up. I'm paying attention, but I'm not overthinking placement of things, because that's where I always tend to mess up, because I overthink things. That's why I don't always prep in terms of placement, because I find it's often better to just place, because I loved the way it looked before I took everything off. But then of course you have to take things off because you need to stick them down and whatever. And it never looks the same, does it? Never quite looks the same. And I know you can take a photo of it and all the rest of it, but even so, it never goes back the same for me. So that's why I'm a big fan of just cut and commit. Cut and commit, for sure. So I'm just adding in some extra elements now. We've got all these little pieces. These are all come either from the ephemera pack, the papyri pack, which I still can't say, or have been cut from paper. So I have fussy cut a couple of floral papers, such as these ones, and I think that's it, yeah. And the rest are from the papyri pack, which sounds a lot like potpourri. But there we go, that's just an Adam observation. Talking rubbish. It's nice just to scrap, to be honest with you. So I am not complaining. It's not been a particularly nice week. Well, it has in some ways actually, but not in other ways. And I know some of you guys are waiting for a message from me, which is coming. And if you're part of the Flare Hut Facebook group, watch out for a post as well over the next couple of days with some news. Okay, so you can see it's very busy, it's very wild, and I love it, and I don't care. That is what I like. Okay, so we've got this floral to go there. Let's hide the bottom of that. And now it's just a case of adding in different pieces here and there. Seeing what works, what I like. purple flower. I've also got a couple of word phrases. These were in the ephemera pack, and as Vicky does, it comes as one complete sort of piece, and then you can cut them apart, because then that's classed as one piece, so you're actually getting 10 word strips for one ephemera piece, with all the limits that American Crafts place on numbers. And then we've got these paint splatters. These are all washi stickers. I was going to use this, but actually, yeah, let's use that up there. This is punched out of the speciality paper, which is a gold foiled vellum. But I don't particularly need the My Love on show, so I'm going to cover that up with a flower. And then it'll be a case of doing the other side, which I'll do with you guys now, and seeing if there's any finishing touches from the stickers. Apart from that, it's quite a quick, easy, simple layout today, which is exactly what I need right now. And I just thought it'd be nice to kickstart the print shop weekend by using print shop. If you don't have a kit, if you didn't get a kit from Vicky, but you do have the collection, you can join in as well with access only, which is on Vicky's website. I'm not affiliated or anything, by the way. I'm just a huge fan. I'm not getting anything for it. I'm not paid to promote or anything. I love it, basically. So yeah, you can do access only if you want to do the class this weekend or at another time, because it does stay there. The class doesn't go anywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to pop our photos on. I'm just going to pop them at the top here. So I think we're going to go this way round. So tuck that under there maybe. Something like that. Not overthinking it. So that is the first page done, and I love it. It's busy, it's more is more, and it's me. And then let's do this side. So I don't know if I'll use these yet, so they can just go there. So to try and get the rough idea of where I put stuff, I'm just going to tip that up like that, move this down, and see if we can get it all back on how I had it. Guess what? Not going to happen. But as I say, I'm not overthinking it. So we're just going to start with our base, which are these. Huge fan, as I say. So we've got these leaves as well. Pop that one there. Some of these twiggy leaves I do struggle to use, so I'm really pleased to get them used on this layout. Don't know if it's just me, or probably is just me. That's okay. I'm not going to cry about that. And then we've got this one that's going to go over the bottom there. And I'm just going to keep building up. So we've still got these ones. I love this one. This is one of my favourite elements. And then we've got this one. Some more washi stickers. The washi stickers is such a good idea. It's an expensive pack. I think it works out about £12. But you get 2 of everything, so you get 200 pieces. So it's like a giant ephemera pack, really. And then you get the washi stickers and the papers. The papers are very thin because it's papery. Yeah, big fan. I'm just randomly putting those there. We may cover them up, we may not. No biggie. And then we've got some more leaves to stick in here and there. And lots of flowers. Such a colourful collection, but equally quite a bold collection, which I think is refreshing. It's not all, you know, I don't know, it's not all whimsy floral. Don't do whimsy floral. So there is another vase of flowers, as you can see, but I've put it upside down because I'm never going to use it, so I'm using it in a different way. Repurpose your ephemera and make it work for you. There is no right or wrong way. So this is one of the papery papers. It says true story. And behind there I'm going to put this ticket, which is washi. So obviously because it's washi, it's not very thick, because naturally washi tape generally isn't. But I think it works perfectly. It's a great idea. I'm looking forward to seeing what Vicki does with it during the class, because it's a new product for this collection. Obviously you just use it like you would an ephemera piece, but maybe she has a clever use. I'm going to use a snail. I don't know why. It has no relevance, but that's okay, I think. And then put some more florals going in there. So it's just a case of building up all the different colours and flowers. And I'm just having a bit of chilled, scrappy time for me. I'm not following anything, I'm not doing any sort of assignment. It's just nice to scrap for me. Try and get that mojo coming back, because it's gone for what appears to be a hike. Again, I'm adding in a couple of these word strips. I've got this butterfly, which is from an older Vicki Booten collection. So I thought it'd be quite fun to add that in. It's the last one. Again, doesn't really have anything to do with the photos, but that's okay. I've got a chipboard heart from the chipboard pack, which I'm going to tuck in somewhere there. And then flower, we've got last couple of word strips. So we've got awesome photo down there, and everyday magic, which can just tuck in here. And then again, I'm left with some of the washi stickers. So I'm going to use some more of these. I love these black paint splatters. Against all the colour of this collection, the pops of black really do it for me. I just think it's genius. Okay. I'm going to pop one up there. And I think we'll pop one down there. Yeah, fold that over, snip that off. Always like to take stuff off my page. Always have, always will. It's a song, that, isn't it? Anyway, distracted Adam. I'm going to cut that one in half so that we can use it in 2 places. I'm going to fold that under there. I actually really like how this has come together. It's busy and it's fun and it's crazy. And I love it. And that's all that matters, isn't it? As long as we like what we create, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be for everybody. But it's happy. And then what I'm also going to do is use some of these stickers. But before I do that, getting sidetracked there, I'm going to put adhesive on our photos. So we've got 3 square photos, well, slightly smaller than square. So these are going to go up here, and I'm going to put them at an angle as I do. Sort of like this. Not thinking about it too much, just lump them on. And let's move them out of the way, and that is our double page layout. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we've got all of these goodness. So I'm going to see if there's a title on here. Let's have a look. The small things, I like that. Because it's a frozen yogurt, so it's nothing like exciting. But it's the small things in life that bring us happiness, isn't it? It has to be. So, there. T H E. So the small things there. I'm going to add in a couple of these smaller phrases which I am loving. They're a bit different for this collection, and I hope they come back to another collection. Just going to say, I would like to add something there, I'm just not sure what. Excuse me. What about... No, that's a little bit too small, but I will use that down here. Okay, so it's the small things is our title, and then I'll add something else at some point. The small magical things, maybe. Yeah. We're at Universal, we're in Florida, everything's magical. Okay. Oops, daisy. So now I'm just going to go in and add some of these mini puffy stickers. I could use a full pack of these on every layer I create with this collection. And I'll probably end up using most of what's left in this pack on this one. But that's okay, because I shall have a pack in my kit from Vicki. So, got lots of dots as well. So I use the dots, the puffy dots, just use them as enamel dots, obviously. Pop one there. Pop this one up there. Okay. Yeah, really happy with how this is coming together. I'm using all of these guys because there isn't many left. And I feel like you can get away with it in a layout like this where it's a bit crazy. Just pop them on. There we go. So that is that pack used, and we still have loads in this as well, so it's not the end of the world. Looking at the sticker sheet, I don't think there's anything else I need to add. Let's have a look. could add this up here, little arrow piece that says good stuff. And we've got another one here that says details, because the food is definitely the detail of this one. Happy looks good on you, because Tom definitely looks happy there. Sweet, simple things, that works, doesn't it? I'm going to add in a couple of arrows purely for the fun of it. And I think that's going to do it, guys. So yeah, if you are at a loose end this weekend, check out vickybeaton.com and get access only and join in the fun of the print shop weekend, and look out for her new collection. I'm getting the pre-order for her weekend on her website. Even if you're in the UK, reach out to her and have a chat, unless it says something on her website, because you won't regret it. They are such fun weekends. I am looking forward to doing a bit of print shop, and I will see you all again very soon for another video. Thank you for bearing with me, and yeah, have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.